Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this is incomplete.
The pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Dolphins 0. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
A play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him
down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Good job. How that boy stepping up,
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Yardage brought down at the 32. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Fights through and now a crease. It's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Dolphins 3.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Man, he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Let's go!
Boswell for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Dolphins 3. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 20. Yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out up there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First throw now for the backup Carr. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And
From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. That's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The looted man, a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. It's complete to Parker, left side.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Patriots' 32-yard line.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Into the red zone. It's Carr. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
On 2nd down, Akers. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. The 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
15. And the Dolphins first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Carr completes it, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 11 now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll have another first down and more. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Here we go.
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. From the gun, Carr Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20.
Go time, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Akers, 69 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. They were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
One play at a time.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down with Akers. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Back to throw. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And 22 more yards there and another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they